licences have been awarded and fixtures have been announced. Today we're at the Berkeley Court for the launch of the league and the unveiling of the new sponsor, Airtricity.
It's important to have a title sponsor of the league. Obviously, a year ago we went for a split sponsorship, across 3 different categories. But this really adds a real strength to the league, and in what are difficult economic times, to have a title sponsor come to the League of Ireland, now called the Airtricity League, is fantastic.
Was it like to be involved? On the basis we've only been involved for about an hour, it's quite good so far. We have grand plans for the future. I think it's fantastic. We've been looking for a sports sponsorship which will allow us to get back to the community. I think this does it perfectly, and it also helps actually invigorate the whole league in itself. I'm really pleased with it. I think we've got a long way to go. This is only the start.
Just looking forward to the start of the new season, really. Obviously we've signed a lot of new players, so it's going to take us a bit of time to gel together, but we're just looking forward to a new season.
Not too bad. I'm back a couple of years, but last year was my first year back with League of Ireland, playing for Merview, but it's good to be back. I'm happy.
How's your pre-season been going so far?
Pretty good. Got a few new players in, so basically it's about them getting used to the team and us getting used to a new system as well with the new manager, but it's coming along nice, And
what aims do you have for next season?
We stayed up last year in the first division, which is what we wanted to do. This year now we want to push on up the table, hopefully around mid-table if possible, and if results go well then maybe a bit better than that.
Who do you think the title contenders are for the year?
I'd say, judging the last year, probably Shells, and now we have Derry coming down and Cork, so I'm sure they'll be up there in the mix as well.
So what would Waterford aims be for the coming season?
We're not getting too far ahead of ourselves. We know we've a good young squad, and it's difficult to. There's no point turning around and say we want to win this, we want to win that, because you just don't know what's in front of you. So I think, if we get a good start and maybe build from there, there's no reason why we can't be competing to win the league maybe, and hopefully cup run as well.
Who do you think the title contenders are for the year?
In terms of the Premier Division, I think it's between Bows and Shamrock Rovers really. Maybe Sporting Fingal have an outside chance. But in our league, then you have to. It's very hard to look past Derry City and maybe Cork City if they can keep a few players there. And we'll not say too much, but hopefully we'll be thereabouts as well.
I think it's going to be a tough division. I think there's a lot of good sides down there this year. Obviously Cork's down as well, so I think it's going to be interesting.
How's your pre-season been going so far?
It's going really well. We're back now around 6 weeks and played a few games and things are shaping up all right. So hopefully we're okay.
Have you noticed many changes, I suppose, from preparing for a different league to this, from last year to this year?
No, I think Stephen has approached it in the same way he has always done. We're basically in training a lot, and basically everything's the same. It's just a case of trying to get promoted.
And what about it? Is there many new faces up there?
It's all local side now, so it's different from what it was last year. There's a lot of young players involved, but 5 or 6 are still there from last year, and hopefully we're okay.
To be honest, it's fairly new to League of Ireland football. We've only had the club for the last 3 years, and we've done very well. In fairness, we finished 6th this season. We're moving up the table, so we're really hoping to push forward this year. And Mick Wallace has done a lot for the club down there. We have the new complex and everything down there, and it's probably the best setup in the country, to be honest. And it's a great place to be.
And what would your aims be for the coming season?
To be honest, we're looking to get promoted. We're working very hard at it. We're looking at the way we want to play and the way we're going to attack teams. So, to be honest, we're looking to get promoted. We're looking to finish in the top 2, top 3.
We're hoping to kick off as we finish. We only lost 1 player, and we've brought in good quality, another 3 or 4 players. So the squad's stronger, and if we start well, we hope to challenge for promotion this year.
So, who do you think will be your challengers for promotion?
It's first division. It's hard to call this year. There'll be Shells, Derry, Waterford. You don't know what Cork are going to come up with now. Longford are stronger. Limerick, Wexford. It's even Finn Harps with a couple of Derry lads gone down there. So the big names will be there, and then there could be a few surprises.
And how's your pre-season been going?
Yeah, it's been going well. Got a lot of running on that, but we feel we're sharp now. We're ready with Shells' first game next Friday. We're hoping to go and get 3 points in Talca there. So,
is there any games in particular you're looking forward to, or any rivalries you need to renew from last year?
Shelbourne being one. They bet us a few times last year, and late goals a couple of games, and it's nice to go to Talca and get a point or 3 there. So playing with Shells a few years ago, it would be nice, even better for me to go back and take something from the game.
Yeah, it's been going good, getting to know all the lads, and there's a lot of new faces, so doing a lot of bonding activities, getting to know everybody, and I think we're ready now for the season next week.
And how does pre-season with that loan compare to other pre-seasons you've done?
Yeah, it's good. Brennan's a modern coach. Everything revolves around the ball. It's all ball work, all shape, all organisation. Really enjoyed it so far anyway.
And what would your aims be for next season?
I think in the league we're in, First Division is going to be very competitive this year, but the signings we made, we good mixture of experienced and wise heads and young lads, so they'll bring the young lads through the older lads. So I think with the squad we have now, the mix, it's a good blend, so I'd say we'll be pushing for promotion there or thereabouts anyway.
And who do you think that the title contenders are going to be this year?
I think Shelbourne, there's so many, like the league this year, I think everybody's capable of beating or taking points off everyone, so likes of Shelbourne, Waterford, Monaghan looks strong, Derry and Cork of course, ourselves, so Wexford Youth, so any one of 7 really, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes, like there's a few new teams, like Cork City's down there, Cork Forest now, Derry City's down. It's going to be a good challenge in the league this year. I think it's going to be, a lot of teams are going to be up for promotion, I think, and around there. Like ourselves, we've added a few players, like everybody's adding a few players because of the climate in it. Players from the Premier Division are coming down to the First Division now, and it's going to be a good league this year, I think.
And how's your pre-season been going?
Pre-season been good, it's been tough, we've been put through it, happy enough, we played a few games, boys are looking sharp, and hopefully if we get to crack it, we'll do well.
I suppose there's a little bit of pressure there, but I think footballers thrive on pressure. The club was set up maybe just over 3 years ago or 2.5 years ago now, and the objective was to get promoted to the top flight of Irish soccer. We've achieved that, so we're really looking forward to seeing how we fare against the best sides in the country, really, you know.
A lot of the First Division teams almost seem to aspire to being you. What do you have that I suppose sets you apart from the rest of the clubs?
I think just the club was initially founded on good solid structure, you know. We're a community-based club. We do a lot of work in the Fingal area, and I think a lot of clubs probably see that and realise it's probably the way forward for Irish soccer clubs. So I think maybe in our second year, obviously being successful, getting the promotion and winning the FAI Cup, it's just a testament to what things can be achieved if you kind of get involved with your local council, you know. And
do you have many new faces on your team this year?
We do. We've Liam Buckley has made some astute signings over the break, you know, the likes of Glenn Crowe from Bohemians, it would be a big signing. Ger O'Brien at right full, Kenny Brown centre half, and Ronan Finn are just 4 of the lads. There's a couple of others there, but they've all got kind of Premier Division pedigree. So yeah, we've made some good signings, and it's all looking good for the start of the season.
I wouldn't say pressure, but I think this year it's just the same as last year. But obviously we have a bit of a different team this year, and the squad's bigger. But I don't think it's pressure. I think it's a challenge, to be fair, and I think everyone's looking forward to it at the club.
And who would you see as your biggest threat?
There's a good few clubs. I know everyone's talking about Rovers and that, but there's going to be another few teams in the mix. I think this year, Fingal and Sligo Rovers, and sure, anyone on that day can beat anyone in this league. You know, I think there's about 8 new faces. I suppose there's a few faces went out last year. About 8 new lads in, so it's competition of a place. It's healthy, you know.
And are you approaching this season any different to the other ones?
No, it's all the same. It's been the same pre-season the last 2 years, so hopefully that keeps in good stead for this year, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes to the league. How have the clubs embraced these changes?
I think the clubs are welcoming. I mean, we always knew when we merged with the FAI that it was going to be 5 years of getting the clubs to sort themselves out, to try and reach the optimum level from a financial point of view. I think we're almost there. We've turned a corner this season. I think what happened in Cork and what happened in Derry was very important, and I think we're going to move forward from here now.
And having Airtricity on board as well, it must be a very positive thing for you.
Oh, it's a huge bonus. I mean, to have a brand name, sponsoring your league, and particularly something like Airtricity, which everybody is aware of, I think is crucial, and it's huge. And you see it from week in, week out on the TV and on the newspapers. The Airtricity League, it's great. It's great.
With the new sponsor on board and pre-season training done and dusted, March 5th is D-Day, and everybody involved is looking forward to the kick-off of the Airtricity League. Marie Crowe, Airtricity League TV.